Nanoreactor. That was like 2 parts ago. I have no idea what's happening at all, says Evil. Maybe we'll remember when I load. Sorry, I just had to crack open a cold one. Alright, let's see here. That's right. Skynet actually remembered. Somebody killed Cain. It was Ramses. Ramses killed Cain. Then Ellie gave herself up to set the rest of us free because we'd all been crucified. The fleshly body of God has been recovered. The anima and the animus have all been obtained. All that is left for us to do is change into the animus and become one with the mother persona. That is incorrect. What? What do you mean, Krellian? What did you just say? What are you doing, Krellian? Have you gone totally insane? What are you doing to the memory banks? Do not touch them. We cannot survive without them. You were the only ones who could have activated the key. But now that it has been activated, I no longer need you. I am having you all erased. How dare you? The only obstacle that kept me from my goals was Cain. He was the one person who had total control of the people, and thus was my greatest nemesis. But the only person who could terminate Cain was Cain himself. That's why I created a copy of Cain. Ramses acted exactly as I predicted, killing Cain. Now there is no one who can stop me, and I'm not interested in your power or authority. Probably one of my best improvised quotes. Did you really think you were acting on your own free will? You are all just parts of the system. Created only as weapon of invasion and oppression, you are just terminal interface weapons. We can become God, and you're... God? Who said you'd be God? What impertinence. We are humans. We were created to be terminal interfaces of God. It is the same for you, who were once humans. Man cannot become God. We can only entrust ourselves to God. Ridiculous. Going against the mother. I have not gone against her. This is the will of the other mother. The other mother from another brother. I'm glad that you thought the same thing I thought. You think you can eliminate us and still revive God? It can be done. Your genes were scattered in order to keep the world alive after the fall in the days of destruction. Those genes live on today within the humans. Genes. Colonel, you know how I feel about genes. The anima vessels, and the recipients of their alignment, the animus, and also the persona. By combining these with my nanomachines, humans will become living beings very much the equivalent of you. Actually, they may far surpass you in becoming worthy terminal interfaces for God. So you are no longer of any use to me, Deus. The physical manifestation of God only wants results. The means are insignificant to him. So this is my ARC plan, my Project Noah. Crelly. May all your worries cease. Rest in peace, ancestors of mortal man. Now, it is just you and I, Sophia. I was powerless. All I could do was stand by and watch as they took Ellie away from me. I am powerless. We'll get her back, Faye. What are you doing there? Oh, it's you. I wasn't able to beat Graf. I didn't stand a chance against him. Math class is hard. It was obvious from the start. It was impossible to try to defeat a monster machine like that to begin with. And Ellie, why was she so damn foolish? I implicitly told her not to come. I told her to run away. She had to have known it was a trap. Yes, you won't be able to defeat him like that. As long as you continue fighting with that kind of an attitude, that is. The reason you lost and that young lady was taken was because of your pride. Weren't you depending far too much on the power of your machine? Not to mention that new id power you're now able to control. What is Graf's source of power? His machine? His technique? His experience? I do not think so. It is his feelings. He believes in the heart of the cards. His heart, his feelings are dominated by his resentment and his hatred of the world. That hatred is his source of power. Your feelings weren't focused enough to fight off Graf. That is why you could not win. Your feelings must be in the right place. That is strength. In order to win, all you have to do is 2 little words. 3 little words. You gotta believe. This guy is horrifying, but Faye is just talking to him like this is normal. He's wearing a mask, Evil, and this character has been throughout the game. I'm not surprised you lost, seeing as you do not understand the true meaning of strength. Wiseman. That young lady. The only thing in her heart was her desire to save you all. She set aside her fear and piloted that machine. It was because she had such strong feelings that you are all still alive. That is what I think. Of course you've been defeated. However, that doesn't mean it's over. How do you plan on responding to her feelings? It is now your turn to save her, is it not? I hadn't even considered that that might be an option. Well, what are you gonna do, Faye? I'm gonna... In order to save Ellie, we began to search desperately for her whereabouts, and 2 weeks later, we found her. Using the data obtained from Raziel and his own nanomachine technology, Krelian had begun the construction of God's Ark, Merkava. Its completion was imminent. To prevent its activation and to rescue Ellie, we headed for Merkava. Yes, he did. It was one of those, man the hell up speeches. Oh, not these characters again. I don't want to fight the Power Rangers again. You again. Are you girls thinking of going in there too? Don't get any wrong ideas there. We are here to help our commander. Myong and Krelian have been manipulating his emotions for the sole purpose of eliminating the Emperor. We simply want to free the commander from those bonds, so that he may be saved. It's neither for the sake of the world, nor for the sake of your girlfriend, Elhaim. We have no intentions of fighting on the same side as you. Fine. You have your own battles to fight, and we have ours. Let's leave it at that. Are we finally working together with these characters? But if things get out of hand, you head back. We'll handle it. Huh. We'll make you eat those words. You wait and see. We entered inside of Merkava. And while fighting back units of weapons that self-regenerated through the use of nanomachines, we headed for the central core. And then, once again, Ramsus appeared before us. And what is happening down here? I like bosses like that, where they only fight you because they have to. They don't really have any personal investment in them, in fighting you. It's just a job to them. It's like the Turks in Final Fantasy VII. I would not consider most of the Turks to be bad guys in 7. Seng is kind of a dick, but Rude and Reno? Thought Satan betrayed you. Evil, we've been over this. Jesus. He pretended to betray us so that he could talk to id, and then he set us all free. And he had to make it look like he betrayed us. I think that's like the 3rd time you've asked me that. And I can't tell if you're joking or not. Looks like this shaft somehow connects to the outside. We don't have time to turn back. Let's hurry up ahead. So, you are the one they call Shaft. Evil and Satan's betrayal is Sky and nanoreactors. Yeah. It's the one thing the two of you cling to in this game. Any new gear parts? Shaft, you damn right. I was quoting, Symphony of the Night. For anyone who is not aware. No new gear, no new gear parts. One of my favorite games to quote because of its amazing writing and delivery. Now that's a big door. So, Ethel, how long until you show your new date to stream? I've been waiting for you, Faye. Ramses? Maybe when we've had more than one date. I was expecting you to say something like, I'd scare her off. Or, I'd scare them off. Faye. If only you hadn't have been born. We're going to settle this now. Stop it, Ramses. What reason is there to continue fighting me? Who are you fighting for? What am I fighting for? Why do you always have a bone to pick with me? Tell me, why? It is all because of you. If only you hadn't come in and destroyed my prospects in life. My life was given to me within a nanoreactor in Krellian's laboratory. To be born as a superior being above all humans. But then... This time your body is young. The previous one got too old. And the name? Karen, but individual names have no meaning to me. So, what brings you here? Is that thing inside the nanoreactor there the one? I thought this was the Emperor. Huh? Oh, recognition code 0808800885 Ramses. The Emperor has been told it's a prototype for an artificial contact. What's its status? It has entered the so-called first growth stage. From now until the binding, its growth will be several times faster than that of an ordinary human. But its psychological development will be a little difficult to control. It is a replica, so that is to be expected. It is moving. Can it hear us? Yes, it already has a will of its own. Then, I have a better way. Let us dispose of it. We do not need this. We have my child. My child will be 4 this year. Your having a child is significant? It will be significant. Yes. I checked it out. There's no mistake. It's a contact. What's its name? My child's name is Faye. So you understand what this means. Mommy Faye. A corresponding antitype is... yes. Probably already born somewhere. The final one. Then this thing is worthless. Yes, totally useless. Haha. Chase after it, boy. A love that's unattainable for you, no matter how hard you try to pursue it. Until then. Adieu. Because of your existence, I was discarded. I was destined to be the representative of God, having the might of the Emperor. I was destined to be the ultimate existence, having the power to exercise absolute control over all. But I lost it all because of you. My mother. How do you know her? Ramses. Commander, please stop this. Commander, if what you say is true, then that is even more of a reason not to fight. You were just used by Krelian, and... Silence! You. Even you dare to censor me. I saved you from nearly becoming a test subject, and now you turn on me. You're mistaken. We are only thinking of your best interests. Silence! Ultimately, only I can help myself. I am the only one that can correct this. This is the end for you. On guard! 'Cause here I come, Faye! Boss battle. Disc 2 is the boss battle disc. Remember to kill Billy? You know, there's a movie called that, I think. Anyway, what the fuck? Okay. This is off to a promising start. But anyway, I was gonna say Billy isn't in our party, so we can't kill him even if we wanted to. I'm just gonna charge this turn. I'm suspicious of what's happening. He's dead. He KO'd at the start of battle. Didn't even make it into battle. Absolutely. I should use System id. Can't break blaze pose? He's blazing. Damn. Kids, this is crack. Evil redeemed, use your limit break. Oh my omo. Shinderu. Broke blaze pose. Okay. System id. By the way, I just realized I haven't turned booster on, but that's okay. I only turned it on Sighton and forgot to turn it on everyone else. Did we just win? Oops. It's almost humorous how much of a pushover Ramses is, no matter how hard he tries. Yeah! He didn't believe, exactly. What's this? What is this place? This is where Carr was born, and where his hatred of you was forged. Who's there? It is me, God. What is this? That's Ellie? Ellie! I would have liked to have been able to commend you for making it here, but your efforts were all in vain. The resurrection of Deus is imminent. Sacrificing this girl will bring about the awakening of God. What are you talking about? Why does Ellie have to be sacrificed? There's no need for you to know. For all of you, it will all end here. I really would prefer if Ellie didn't die. Ahem. I accidentally skipped past her dialogues. Something boys. want to start by healing. Never mind. Don't be a forced loss. We're just gonna stand here and charge. See what happens. Okay, now she's hittable. It's not a forced loss. I'm just gonna increase defense for this battle. I don't know what else to do. That still hurt. I'd really prefer not to lose this battle. Just gonna throw that out there. Well, goodbye. I saw that coming from a mile away. How am I supposed to fight her if every attack I do raises her other attack? Hold on. Maybe if I had really high ether defense on my gears? I guess that would be one way to we could try to circumvent her ability there. Ramses was the easier boss of the two, for sure. Increases ether defense and ether mock. Do I have any better ether defense items? Plus 50 ether defense. That's pretty good. Plus 100 ether defense. There we go. Alright, so I've got a couple of pretty good other defense items. Let me go see if this robot over here has any other defense items that might give us a hand. And then we'll attempt that battle again. Armor other defense plus 200. That's pretty good. Charge 50 fuel. Just has 10% of frame HP. What's going on here? Hi, Sunhu. We're playing Xenogears, and we're preparing for a boss battle. 90% of frame HP is cool and all, but I bet it costs an awful lot of fuel to use. I'm gonna buy one and find out. And I'm gonna buy 3 of these because that's ether defense plus 200. How you doing? Well, I'm doing good. How are you? I wish this would tell me how much fuel it costs to use, because I bet it's a lot. Anyway, this extra ether armor should be well worth it. We're basically doubling our ether defense at this point. A volume proposal on Metal Gear and philosophy. Well, there you go. That those are two things that go hand in hand for sure. I'm half tempted to slap a second ether armor plus 3 on this motherfucker. Can I do that? I think I technically could. Alright, Bart, you're gonna be extra protected. He's wearing 2 rubbers. Hell yeah. Alright, now we should be ready. Hopefully. I'm gonna save, so we don't have to do that again. Sanhu, if you don't know what Xenogears is, it's a very long RPG that we've been playing on stream for just about a year now. And, it's about mechs. And God. Alright, I'm skipping the dialogue because we just read this. Ramses is pissed. He's still determined to beat Faye even though he's failed every single attempt so far. I'm not going to use System Mid on Ramses because he went down pretty quickly. I'm going to save all that shit for, Myung. Ugh, we have to go through this cutscene every time we die. This might be another boss where I do a save state. In fact, it is going to be, because I can't bear to do this. This RPG lacks one feature. So I've been taking a little browse through the magic book. Alright, let's hear what you've found. They charge a shit ton. For what? Diapers? Yeah, I kinda had learned that already from the first attempt. So, now you tell me the part that I didn't know that changes everything. They squeaked in id. I'm glad that that's how the battle starts. Just, you know, drop everyone's HP to 1. Cool attack you got there, pal. I'm gonna try and preserve fuel for this first fight. Try. Xeno Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles is a long game. Especially for being a RPG on the Wii. Xenoblade Chronicles is like 100 hours long. Which game should I start with? Xenoblade Chronicles or this one. I can't speak for Xenosaga as I've never played any of those. And they're not really accessible on anything modern. They're really hard to emulate, and you can't get them on any modern consoles. This you can emulate easily, or get on a PS3. Xenoblade Chronicles you can get on the Switch. No, this is Xenogears, yes. That's the thing about Xeno. There's Xenogears, Xenoblade, and Xenosaga, all part of the same series. Apologies, I mixed them up. That's okay. Don't worry. The fact that you mix them up is 100% okay when you consider the fact that Xenoblade is made by the same people that made Xenogears. That's why you should pay attention to the Xeno at the beginning there. I do recommend Xenoblade if you want to check that one out on the Switch. Adam is the Billy Mitchell of Twitch. He emulates everything. Evil, I showed you that I have this game on my PS3. Who the fuck is Billy Mitchell? I didn't tell you, I showed you. You visually saw that I had it. Oh, that's why his name sounded familiar. Yes. Yep. I do know that story. Really? I'll have time to load, because I didn't want to use boost to save fuel. But this just isn't going well. I happen to have a PS3 and a Wii U. Yeah, I'm glad I have both of those consoles because they have pretty large collections of classic digital games available to purchase for them. You can get Xenoblade Chronicles, the original Wii version, on Wii U. And then on PS3 you can get this game for like $10, $5, something like that. And then if you have a Switch, you can get Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3 when that comes out. And it'll take you 700 million hours to beat them. Alright, you know what? I'm loading. I gotta use booster. He's getting too many hits in if I don't use booster. Yeah, Ico Shadow of Colossus collection on PS3. I haven't thought about Ico in a long time. I was thinking about someday streaming Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and, what's the third game by that studio? Oh, come on, I own it. The last... Its name has eluded me. The Last Guardian? Is that what it's called? I played the beginning of Last Guardian and thought it was quite cool. Come on, you gotta be almost dead. Man, fuck this guy. I mean, I killed him just fine the first time, but it's because I wasn't worried about the boss that came after him. Not knowing that there was a boss battle after him. Alright, he's down. I managed to have a little bit more fuel than last time. They have about 4 Opimorphs before death. So, you mean I have to do enough damage to kill her? Is that what you're saying? Or I have to just wait out the battle? Yes to which one? You have to kill her yourself. Okay. That's all I needed to know. I wish I could start the battle with full health. Sky Knight, what? Are you saying I should, like, charge and use heal attacks before I start attacking? But how many turns do I get to, like, do that stuff? It's okay, we're save stating here again. Don't hit boss. Hello, Neo. You missed the Valentine's Day game, but that's okay. How you doing, Neo? It's okay, the Valentine's game is going to be played again. You just missed us. You just missed the first stream of it. Her attack does no damage until you hit her. Oh. Oh. So you're saying I could do this for like an hour? Gotcha. Kind of a bullshit, boss battle, but whatever. As long as I can get through it. You ran a coworker over? Oof. Yes, with my bus. So, while we're doing this, I watched a movie today that I enjoyed. It was called The Foreigner. And, has anyone... Well, before I talk about it, has anyone here seen The Foreigner? What was it about? It was about, a Chinese man living in London, or somewhere in England, whose daughter was killed in a terrorist bombing. And he ends up, like, it's a revenge movie. Sounds heavy. Here's the thing. It is a bit heavy at parts. And it is rated R. And the main character is played by Jackie Chan. I'm not joking. Haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, well, you know, part of the reason that Jackie Chan dropped off the radar, and you know what, we'll talk about this, because I love Jackie Chan. I grew up watching his movies. However, you may have noticed that he is cast to play a specific type of character in most of his movies. You know, a good fighter that is also goofy and athletic. And that's all he would get cast as. And, you know, for a while he didn't care, but he wanted to branch out and do other kinds of movies and wasn't given the chance to. Not very often. So what you're saying, Skynet, is I do this for a while and charge and heal. And then when I'm done doing that, I wait for her to attack and do no damage. And then I just go all out on her and try to kill her before she can attack again. I tell you what. I'm save stating when we are all charged up here. Why? Why is there a boss in this game like this? But yeah, back onto the movie The Foreigner. It was cool seeing Jackie Chan take on a serious role. where he played a character that wasn't Jackie Chan. Yeah, that's what I had gathered. Charge is filling my fuel, which I can then use to heal my mechs. Every attack consumes fuel, and healing consumes a lot of fuel. Yeah, this is a bit ridiculous, but it feels like it's gonna help guarantee victory, so I'll do it. I'm gonna stop soon. But I want to make sure I have enough fuel to pull this off. Alright, Sky, do you think my mechs are healed enough? Can't believe I remember their names. Well, I don't know how you'd forget their names. We've been playing this game for 50-something hours. We were only like 20-something hours when you guys all joined into this. Alright, I'm gonna save here, and we're gonna attempt to kill her. I'm gonna wait for her to use that attack. These characters have names. Imagine an RPG with no named characters. Come on, do the thing. Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, but I mean the characters around you have names. And your characters have names too, but you have to give them to your characters. Alright, here we go. Time to go all out. Hopefully I have enough fuel. I don't think I do. Well, we're off to a good start. So you're saying so far so good. I'm trying, Evil. My, aren't we powerful? We did it. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. It bothers me that the capture protection picked up on that. Well then, let's start over from the beginning again. You think you can beat me this time? What the? I thought I defeated you. Unless you can decompose her atomic structure, you don't stand much of a chance. Normal attacks are futile against one who has the ability to regenerate using nanomachines. Son. Now the time has come, and so have I, for the Great Awakening. I laughed last because you came to die. What the? My body! It feels like it's being torn apart! It is our Xenogears. It's pulling me in! Damn, what's going on? Huh? Hey, is that... our Omni... No, that's not it. Is that our anima relics? It is trying to detach the anima relic from our Xenogears. Deus is swallowing up our anima relics. What's going on? My Omnigear won't move. It's like it's dead. This is the true meaning of the anima relics. To attain their respective animus and return to the persona. The anima relics are really one set of parts that make up Deus, the physical manifestation of God. They regain their original powers or functions by aligning themselves with their destined partner. An Omnigear that has lost its respective anima relic is but a puppet. It becomes a mere vessel or container in which there are no contents. And this girl too was destined to become one with God. You see, Elhaim is really one of the parts of God as well. What the hell are you talking about? Put simply, you served to help bring all the parts of God together. Here, for me. You're a bunch of stupid fools. It's as if you're all clowns. Now, honk, honk. You believed the legend of how our world and the universe was created, but the Ministry and I fabricated that very myth a long time ago to suit our purposes. That's a lie! I skipped dialogue. I think you'll find that your friends Omnigears are all dead too. Talking about your friends who split up and took a different path than you into this place. They were all parts of God that were disassembled in the past, but once again are all gathered here. Yes, it is indeed the time for the resurrection of God. What was it all for? Everything that I've done up until now. Ramses? Ramses, save us. Huh, it's just you. What are you doing here, Ka? What about me? My existence? What was its purpose? There was only one purpose to your existence. To eliminate Emperor Cain. Cain's will had become too much like that of humans. He was too concerned about them. He had forgotten his mission to revive God. That is why you were created. You were only made to remove our main hindrance, Cain. But as the original living being, Cain had absolute power. To make you turn on Cain, it was necessary to focus your mind on a single point. or being an artificial life form, you were mentally unstable. That is why we used Faye's existence. Resentment. That is the source of your strength. And you have excelled superbly at fulfilling our expectations of you. But we no longer have any more use for you. Haven't you realized that yet? You're a piece of trash, and being the reject that you are, why don't you just leave? Ha 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 ha! What was I born for? What was I living for? A pathetic excuse for a life. Why, you aren't even human. Now, what to do with the lot of you? Well, I can't just kill you all, seeing as you have served me so well. So as a reward, I'll allow you to be sacrificed too, to be assimilated into Deus along with this girl. Ramsus! He did it, boys. Good. This is how I wanted it, Ka. I'm fated so as not to be able to kill myself. Now all my wishes have come true. Thanks to you. Myung. Ugh. Ugh! Share, like, and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guys, are we about to, like, final boss this game? Too bad we missed the action. Our Omnigears gave out on the way here. Anyways, let's hurry up and save Ellie. Yes, I know. It's finally time for me to kill God. Hang in there, Ellie. I'm letting you down now. Who just got shot? It's not Ellie. It's fucking Karen. Guys, I forgot to mention this. You guys want to know how many views last night's stream got in total? Gah. Faye, now you hang in there. When I checked this morning, the VOD was at 1.1k views. She took my gun. And most of those people, I bet, were trying to watch the actual Super Bowl. But also, every single one of those people had to watch an ad. Why? Why did you do that, Ellie? Ellie, what happened to you? How could you... Don't tell me she's been brainwashed! It has nothing to do with brainwashing. Just stands right back up. The majority of my body is comprised of a nanomachine colony. Not only for longevity, but also to unify with the mother. So don't be surprised this much damage can be recovered rather quickly. Unify with the mother. That girl, Elhaim, is our mother. Yes, I am the mother of all humans. Ellie. What are you babbling on about? Snap out of it, Ellie! You're as dense as usual, but I don't blame you. So be it. I'll explain to you all about it. Ellie is the chick from the opening cutscene that's standing on the planet after the ship crashes. Her hair color has become the correct color. This Deus, the one you call God, is an interplanetary invasion weapon system that was built in ancient times by humans from another planet. It was created as an automatic weapon which could act upon its own will to take control of a targeted planet. Well, yeah, Sky Knight, if you were paying attention to the story, Faye and Ellie are both at least 500 years old. But you should have known this much from looking at the Raziel records. Anyway, during a test run, Deus became uncontrollable. It released its power and annihilated a whole planet. The creators of Deus found its immeasurable power to be too much of a threat, and hence forcibly shut it down. You could say Deus is a calamity that fell from the sky, and from it wrought great terror upon the planet. This feels like paying attention in Calculus 10. Yeah. In order to analyze the cause of the problem, its core was dismantled and placed on an interplanetary emigrant passenger ship to be transported to another planet. Becoming aware of this, the disassembled Deus resisted. It tried to take over the passenger ship that was transporting it. However, as a last line of defense against the escape of Deus, its creators unexpectedly destroyed the whole ship, sending it crashing to this planet. Deus knew that it would not be able to get away from the explosion or the imminent impact, and so it detached its core from the Zohar power reactor. Zohar? Yes, Zohar is what drives all of the gears on this planet. It is the master generator that transmits its energy to the slave generators in our gears. It is also the source of all the ether power that the inhabitants of this planet utilize. By utilizing the energy displacements caused by actualizing potential future phenomenon, this Zohar modifier has the ability to produce infinite amounts of energy. The source of all our ether power? Are you saying all our energy comes from that one power reactor or engine? Yes, but there is more. The core that was detached from Zohar, the biological computer Kodamini, crashed onto this primitive planet. It activated Persona, its life support plant, that can generate organic material. Using this, it prepared for itself a genetic-based system for the day when Deus would be resurrected. Thus, the first humans were created from there, Emperor Cain and the elders of the Gazelle Ministry. So their god is just a machine. Are you saying the Emperor and them Gazelle geezers were people born from Deus? Do you know why the Gazelle Ministry desired the anima relics and your bodies? Well, here's the reason. Before becoming human, the bodies of the Ministry were once part of the organic elements in the core circuit that made up Deus. There were two types of organic elements. The female type was called anima, while the male type was called animus. They were also created with the added ability to become mobile weapons by merging with machinery that was suited for use as terminal interface weapons for Deus. In other words, those Omnigears you were using were one form of such weapons. The Ministry, which were Animus, were to become one again with their separated anima at the time of the resurrection of God. But in a war 500 years ago, they all lost their physical bodies. It was then that they decided to extract their own genetic factor from the certain individuals of their human descendants who carried the appropriate sets of DNA. Also, each of them could become one with their respective anima again. Descendants? Then we're all... Yes, you humans are all descendants of Cain and the Gazelle Ministry. They were born from the Persona, gave birth and propagated. They followed their inbuilt program to someday resurrect the heavily damaged Deus. All the people in the world were created solely to resurrect Deus. Yes, But it wasn't just to restore its old body. More than half of Deus is constructed of biological parts. Do you remember those mutated humans? Those are all people who were destined to become replacement parts for Deus. We humans are parts for God? Yes, almost all the people are destined to become parts for Deus. But you people, gathered here, are all different. You could say you escaped that destiny by existing through multiple generations. In actuality, there wasn't enough parts for Deus, but Krelian compensated for what was lacking. The reduction in the number of parts was due to humans living through multiple generations. But that deficiency in the human factor was made up for by the nanomachines created by Krelian. Not only that, but his nanomachines added additional functions. Deus has thus evolved into the perfect weapon. Ellie, what has happened? Why do you know all that? I am Myong, the Keeper of Time, representative of our god, Deus. I was born to guide the people toward the path of the resurrection of Deus. That's ridiculous! Myong was just... You're limited in your ability to understand. Myong's factor exists within all women. The one who transcends the generations, the caretaker of humans. When the previous one dies, somewhere or another Myong is awakened. It is programmed into all women's DNA to be that way. Who inherits the duty is just a matter of probability, Faye. That Myong over there and I are the same existence. We are all parts of Deus, all caretakers of humans. Let us end this discussion now. Deus has awakened. Yes, it's the Sisterhood of Traveling Genes. Genes! Colonel, there's so much genes all over the place. Snake, that's why you're supposed to catch in a tissue. No, Colonel, that's not what I'm talking about. I am one of the parts that composes Deus, hence I must become one with it. Ellie, why did it have to be you? If Myong is a part for Deus, why did it not happen earlier? It's still not enough for her to just have to have awakened. Although she may be Myong, she still isn't the true Myong. The true Myong. Let's go, Krelian. All that is left to do is to vanquish this planet's civilization and return it to how it was. Then I can complete my unification with the final fragment of Deus, the Zohar modifier. The power reactor that fell upon this planet and became our genesis, and now our apocalypse. The eradication of civilization. What is the purpose of doing that? Who knows? The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. I'm just programmed to act in this way. Come. It is time for the awakening of the true mother. I mean, honestly, if all you're doing is what you've been pre-programmed to do, you're less than human. Please, wait, Ellie. Farewell, Faye. May you have a peaceful awakening. You mean like Cloud? Evil. I'm not gonna comment. We talk about Final Fantasy VII enough that I get sick of it. As much as I love video games, at the end of the day, they are just games. And it is perfectly okay for people to enjoy them or not. Ellie. Wait, Faye. Do not release the system. Citan, wait! We're only endangering ourselves. Let's get out of here for now. Are we fighting God yet? Well, it certainly wasn't a moon, Sky Knight. God. The interplanetary invasion weapon, Deus, had awakened, and its arc, Merkava, was activated. Deus began to absorb one after the other the mutated people destined to be its parts, while the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it. To exterminate us and our civilization, it set into action. The planet's surface was devastated by Merkava and the weapons born out of it, called the Seraph Angels. The Seraphim, huh? I don't know that the game was ever planned to have a Disc 3, but yeah, I do get the same kind of feeling. While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts had hitherto been lost, along with his gear, Weltall. Discovered together at the place where Merkava was originally located. Ellie's awakening feels like a huge cliffhanger. Yeah, it is, for sure. But keep in mind that the completed Disc 1 was nearly 50 hours on its own. So they easily could have fit another 50 hours onto Disc 2 if they had the time to finish it. I don't think they would have needed another disc after 100 hours. We were overjoyed by Faye's return, but it was short-lived. For some unknown reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation. Did not regain consciousness. The people of Shavat, and we ourselves, feared a relapse of Faye's, no, Id's power, and had no choice but to put Faye into carbonite freeze. I love you. I know. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shavat fear Faye so much? Even if Graf and Id's power are comparable. It is not that we fear him. We fear the error we ourselves committed, and now we are simply trying to put a lid on it. The error that you yourselves committed. Shavat investigated a battle 500 years ago to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we became overcome with the lust for power. Fearing the war-torn people's will would no longer be with Shavat, but with the Nissen Mother, and that the people would assemble under Sophia. The Council of Elders of Shavat back then made a deal with Solaris. A deal? Yes. At the time, Solaris, or the Gazelle Ministry to be exact, were at odds with a woman who held the real power behind the scenes. Would that happen to have been Myong? Most probably it was. Fearing the increasing power of the masses assembling in Nissen, the Gazelle Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist, Myong, and promised a division of the rulership over the Earth's surface. But in exchange, we had to give them the rebel army that had assembled in Nissen, and also their patron, Sophia. The leaders of Shavat accepted, and it was decided that Nissen would be the location of the final decisive battle with Solaris. Shavat did not participate in that battle. Thwarted by the awesome numbers of the Solarian army, and with their path of retreat cut off, the Nissen rebel army ran out of options, and was destroyed. Caught up in the middle of all this was Lacan, Bart's ancestor Roni, myself, and Krelian. You were also there? Yes. Surrounded on all sides, we were prepared to die, and then the rebel forces' flagship appeared with Sophia on board. She sacrificed herself so as to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack. Seizure warning. I would like to remind everybody that I have epilepsy. Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of two men. Krelian, who followed closely under her as the leader of the Nissen sex militia, completely lost faith after calling out to a god that would not respond. "I will create God with my own hands," were the last words he uttered before he disappeared. And Lacan. He resented himself for not having the power to do anything while she died in front of him. So he began to search for the legendary power. Legendary power. God's resting place, Mahanan. The source of divine wisdom, Raziel. And the anima relics, which were created by that very wisdom. Besides these, there is one more legend. And that is... Zohar. Zohar? That has the same name as the Zohar modifier. The power reactor that Myong spoke of, saying it was the infinite energy source of God Deus. What she claimed is also the source of our other powers, and the driving force of all of our gears. It would have to be one and the same thing. It is the place that contains the ultimate source of this world's power. It is said that only he who has the correct destiny would be able to discover its location. Losing all faith in humanity, Lacan sought after its power. Lacan became Graf, and the world collapsed. This tragedy happened because of the people's lust for power. I must take part of the responsibility for not having been able to stop it. And now, Faye, the one who has the same power as Graf. We just wanted to seal up that dreadful power that arose from our own sinful deeds. Graf, the man once known as Lacan, sought after the power of Zohar, the one who is the same power as Graf, Faye. I had this premonition that Faye too would awaken and seek out that power, and that presentiment became reality. Where am I? Who am I? This is my memory? Doc. Bart. Rico. Billy. Wiseman. Graf. Die Hardman. Everyone. My memories. Ellie. Mother. Who are you? I thought he was frozen in carbonite. Yeah, but that doesn't mean his mind is frozen. I mean, I don't know how carbonite works, but I imagine it's kind of like being in a coma. I'm surprised. That's pretty clever. You are id? I misjudged you. I didn't expect you, the fake personality, would create a fourth persona. Fourth persona? He can't feel anything. He's shut up inside your ego. Depressing facts and truths you won't face. You're afraid of them, so you desire to completely shut yourself off from the outside world. So you formed a fourth persona. A fourth Fae. The name doesn't matter. He's the one on the stage. He's the one who's in control of our body. But it is a useless form of resistance. Come with me. Wait, what are you doing? He has the key. I merely want to borrow it. I've got to go somewhere. Are you coming too? Come on, guys, eat up. You haven't been able to get this kind of food around here lately, have you? New character. Well, this is also due to my business savvy. What's wrong, Lacan? You look kinda down. What's bothering you? Are you worried about something? It's nothing. I'm just thinking about painting Sophia. I don't know why I agreed to do her portrait. Sophia? You mean your childhood friend who's now the Holy Mother of Nissen? She's not really a childhood friend. I just made her acquaintance at the monastery near my home when I was a child. She went to the clinic there for convalescence. She was frail. So, what are you worried about painting her for? She does not wish herself to become a symbol of her sect. Actually, it seems she wasn't interested in having her portrait painted at first. But when she heard I would be the painter, she turned around and agreed. That's why I don't understand. I see. Then she must like you. Considering Ronnie is Bart's ancestor, I'm gonna give them the same voice. Remember, always practice safe sects. What are you talking about? That's how women are, right, Krellian? Hey, Krell. Huh? Evo, we call that friends with benefits these days. What's up? You're not having any? It's ready to eat. Yeah. The Holy Mother of Nissen, huh? What are you out to offend Divine Providence or something? Or something, Lacan? Cut it out. It's not like that. What? You've got to lighten up a little. Faye was friends with Bart's father, or Bart's ancestor before he even knew Bart. Sophia first showed me that books are the best way to calm the heart. I like how this implies they are friends without benefits, like they are your enemy or something. Friends without benefits is called roommates. Sophia first showed me that books are the best way to calm the heart. And now I'm hooked on reading, not on drugs. My body is a temple. I'm not trying to brag, but I've learned a lot of things I never knew before. Lately I've been reading this. It's called the Holy Bible. What is it? Something I borrowed from Melchior. It's about a form of molecular engineering, nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in the ancient ruins of the Zeboim civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, but it's incomplete. I think there were even more wonderful things written in it, but we'll never know now. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately, you've seemed melancholy almost every day. Has something happened? I don't know. I just can't paint right now. Sorry, but do you mind if we stop here for today? I see. It is not good to push yourself too hard. Why don't you rest up for a little while? I'll have Krellian take you. Take me where? Even so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. I lashed out at random. Everyone around me feared me, even my friends. I lived a life surrounded by people who'd looked at me with fear in their eyes. But she was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She would just smile. Peace of mind. She was the one who taught me what that was, and how I could receive it. She taught me how to live as a human. Well, apparently you forgot, dumbass. What are you doing, Lacan? Oh, it's you, Krellian. I was thinking I'd stop painting the portrait. Why stop now? It's the circumstances. I shouldn't be painting her at a time like this. Eventually, she too must stand at the front lines, so... Is that really the problem? Lacan. Her smile. It's killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel my very being becoming insignificant. Inside my heart, there is this empty existence. Other than painting, I have no worth. Yet she continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. Sky, to answer your inquiry, and to touch on what I had briefly mentioned earlier, I believe that being human means having the freedom to be as you will. I didn't have this feeling in the beginning. I just wanted to paint her one more time, one more minute, one more second longer. I wanted to keep on painting forever, but suddenly I couldn't. As the picture neared completion, the empty part of me started to manifest itself in my brush strokes. I was meant to be painting her as she really is, but this picture is my own self. My empty self has begun to appear within there. That's why I've got to stop now. Your own self. You're just running away. You can't bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, you notice the gap between your own inner emptiness and her inner abundance. And you cannot fill that gap. That's why you're quitting your painting. You're refusing her. Even so, you still can't bring yourself to leave her, can you? In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You who can't accept her feelings. You who won't accept her feelings. Tell me why. If it was me who was receiving such feelings. I'm sorry, Sky Knight, but this isn't an anime about teenage boys discovering themselves. It gets pretty close to that sometimes. You're neglecting yourself too much. Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress? Is this really her true expression? Yeah. To people who don't know her that well, I guess. Her smile. I don't know. The smile in this picture is somehow different from the one she usually shows us. I realize Lacan's feelings are in there, but I don't think she's ever opened herself up and shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression of Sophia. I just can't see the reason you want to stop. Beautiful. Forget it. This picture, it's anything but beautiful. Lacan, you say you're empty, but why do you come along with us? What we've been doing up till now are not just acts of mercy, it's a fight for freedom. Time and again, you've been through life-threatening situations with us. A man who has nothing in his heart couldn't do that kind of thing, right? Ronnie, you're giving me too much credit. As long as you do something to keep yourself occupied, you can ignore the hollowness inside. From the beginning, my very existence itself was an emptiness. It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now. You live, you die, that's all. Pessimistic as usual. Lacan. And now you're lying. It is just that you're not good at expressing your own feelings. You're not empty. She knows that. That's why she shows only you her true smile. I don't deserve to see her true smile. She's the hope of the people, their support. There's so much more for her to do. Why would she open her heart to a mere artist like me? Bro! Hey, bro. What are you doing here? What's up? The Council of Elders of Shavat issued a decision. Tomorrow we will leave for Soylent. Soylent? That's in Solaris. Yes, and Sophia will be coming with us. That's ridiculous. The refugees are still increasing. We can't afford to have Sophia leave Nissen. And going to Soylent, that's plain foolish. It's too dangerous. What are the elders thinking? No, it wasn't the council's wish. It was Sophia's will. It appears that she expressed this desire herself. That can't be. What is she thinking? Originally, we talked about it being just us. Just us. Either way, we know Faye never finished the painting, because when you find it earlier in the game, it's incomplete. Sophia! Sophia. Lacan, what are you doing? You keep back. I knew we couldn't leave Sophia in your care. I'll protect her, even if it costs me my life. Why don't you go get some rest, Krell? You haven't slept since the day before yesterday, have you? You shouldn't do that to yourself. I'm fine. It's not a problem. Look, I'll watch over her, so you go sleep. What will we do if you also fall ill? Don't forget you are the head of the Sex military forces. Okay, I suppose you are right. Soylent Green contains people. Ellie, I'm so sorry. It was my misjudgment that did this to you. I was terrified. It was like you could see right through me. Your eyes, that look. That was me that was being reflected back in your eyes. I was looking at myself, and thus painting myself. I couldn't stand it, so that's why... Oh, Ellie. What in the heavens did you find inside of me? When you wake up, I think I will ask you that. On second thought, no. No, I don't want to burden you with my concerns. Besides, I wouldn't be able to ask you. One look into your eyes and I can't say a thing. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how I feel. You are the sweetest person. Ellie! You are someone who cannot bear to see others hurt by your own actions. So you hold everything in, and bear all the burden. If you get hurt in the end, you think that is fine. That's what I like about you. Stop, don't say that. If you become just another human, everyone will... Humans aren't all that frail, you know. They don't need a symbol who is just appearances only. I believe that if you have light in your heart, you can overcome any hardship. You gotta believe. What I have been doing is simply showing people that such light exists in the hearts of everyone. I'm just a woman. And to fulfill my womanhood, I'm prepared to throw away anything even this position. I'm just playing the role of Sophia, but I'm still me. A big swig, alright. I've gotten pretty good control over my throat muscles. I haven't changed. A cowardly, selfish crybaby. I'm still the same. Could you live a lie like that and still be happy? I don't want to do that. Oh, Lacan. I want to live more honestly with myself. To be able to tell the man that I love, that I do love him. And I don't care if I get hurt or rejected. I've got the throat muscles of a god. Yep. YOLO. I don't want to turn around later and regret not having done such things. I... His hatred of Faye is all just jealousy. Do you think I'll let it end here? We're not their possessions. Unrequited love might be one of the most feared things in all of the collective consciousness of humanity. Sophia, what are you doing? I'm ending this. You won't need to fight anymore. So, Krelian, please open your fist. And with your open hand, gently hold the people who will continue to live. Don't be foolish. We'll help you escape, so please stop. Thank you, Lacan. But sorry, there's no other way. Ellie! People support each other to live. It's what brings us happiness. So share that happiness, please. Oh, and please, Lacan, live. Ellie! We were sacrificed as pawns. In order to protect their own authority, Sophia was... Is this the ideal world we've been searching for? What have we been doing? Heading towards Sophia's ideals? Is this our salvation? This isn't fair. Sophia was sacrificed for those bastards. Sophia said, "If you just have faith, the path to what you hope for will open." But look at reality. God didn't answer our prayers. Is that because we didn't have faith? Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did. Why did she have to be sacrificed? Is God dead? Is he just not there? Maybe God never even existed to begin with. Oh shit, I didn't expect it to auto-scroll. You guys will have to have read that one to yourselves. I see. That's it. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. Krelian. Sophia, please guide me. I will destroy all such false pretenses of love. For you. We need to gather all our surviving comrades. We'll never beat them if we fight them individually. So let's create a country that can someday stand up against them. What are you going to do, Lacan? You know, that painting is kind of, like, really high quality texture for a PS1 texture. Ellie. And thus the first Myung was born, I guess. If only he had power, he could have saved her. You want it, don't you? Unrivaled power. Don't you want to become the absolute being? There. That's what I have sought after. But wait. That's not what I want. No. This is my very desire. live. So this is where Faye's being held? He deserves it. Let me pray on his weeping face as if it were an idol. As if I would. Okay, for those of you who weren't here for the beginning of the game, this kid is from the very first village in the game, and we haven't really seen him since. Aside from one boss battle against him a few villages away from the first village. Yeah. What is this? He's mad because he thinks we got his older sister killed. This is terrible. He's got a 5 head? He absolutely does. No matter what, this is going way too far. He's still alive? How could you possibly be? You're human too, aren't you? Darn. Faye. Oh, Faye. Crying. Huh? Midori, it's you. Huh. Don't scare me like that. That's what I was going to say. But just take a look at this. It's awful. It's Forrest. I'm gonna find out what killed Forrest. It looks like he was killed by Crow or something. Crying? Who's crying? You mean our friend Faye is crying? Angry. Hurt. He'll wake up soon. It's calling him. What do you mean? Whoa, what the... Gah! Ah! Stop it! Faye? Dan! Midori! Run! Hurry! Run away! Yikes! He broke through his carbonite encasing. Faye took his gear well tall and went in search of Zohar. We followed Faye's trail. Eventually we arrived at the location where Zohar had fallen to Earth so very long ago. Nothing could have prepared us for what we were about to see there. Alright, well, this is where we're going to save for now because it is 8 o'clock. And we put a couple of hours into both games, so I'm happy with that. Xenogears marches on. It is the game that has no end. And thus we will play it for all eternity on this stream. Alright. Well, that was fun. Thanks everybody for coming by. We'll be back tomorrow night with Dead by Daylight. I believe Sky Knight will be joining me. As per usual. And, it should be fun. The Valentine's Massacre. Have fun with it. And, yeah. Wednesday, of course, will be Metal Gear and Final Fantasy VII, because what else would it be? And then, Friday, Moons of Madness. And then Danganronpa, or Dang It Ron Paul, will be on Saturday. Have a good night, everybody.